everyone, my name is Liv and these are the calves. And today you're with me, Liv and Father are away spreading slurry. So you're with me today, it's mainly going to be a calf video, feeding the calves, there's vaccinating to be done, and a few other bits and bobs. So these are our 65-ish, 64, 60 boys on the milk blue feeders because the new feeder still hasn't come. So we're still mixing milk for these boys. It's taken us about an hour and a half, morning and evening. Whereas the guys in the feeder, there's 120 in the feeder and it's taking us 20 minutes morning and evening. So it's a big difference. So we'll mix the milk. Eric's over there. Wave, Eric! He's not very happy. So we'll get the milk mixed and we'll start feeding. Who needs to drill when you've got Eric? So we have 80 litres for the first start. Hot milk, which is from this electric boiler. Is it ready? Seasoned. First to be fed is the smallest pen. There was only 8 in here, but they kept escaping through the corner. So I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10 in here now, so we've gained 2. So we'll get them fed and then we'll put 2 back when they're all fed. So next pen to feed is these ones, because the gates are already in here. This is a pen of 20 and we have to split them into 2 10s. We don't have enough gates to keep every pen split. We don't have enough feeders to feed 20 at a time. It's very difficult to feed 20 at a time with 2 fast feeders and 2 slow feeders. So Eric's gonna jump in and split them up. Yeah, sure. So we'll split them up now and then we'll get them fed. First 9 fed. The other 11 are waiting patiently. Well, not very patiently. And Eric's still grumpy.
I'm always grumpy. Early in the morning.
We'll wait for these to finish and then we move the feeders onto this gate and feed these guys. So these 11 feeding now and these 9 sort of distracted by an empty feeder. Not really. Happy bums. So now we have to mix another 100 litres of milk. Eric's gonna go fill it up. Off he goes. So when these are fed, we have to move the gates into this pen, split them up, feed them, split the envelope up, feed them. And then we can go back to the easier way, feeding them on the ultimate feeder and see how they're doing. This is a smaller pen, there's only 17 in this pen. So I have a pen of 7 and a pen of 10. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we'll go see how Eric's getting on mixing the milk. Is it ready?
I didn't use all the bag, I just been like sort of scooping in.
How many scoops did you put in?
Good few.
How many?
I think. Each.
Give us the best whisking action. Next start waiting for the milk, which Eric's bringing. Bertie's waiting patiently for the drips. So I have one guy here not drinking that well, so I have him marked with the red mark so I can check him later. I've just checked his temperature, which is normal. He's not empty or anything, so we'll check him later. Make sure he feeds later, won't we, Eric?
Sure.
They're fed, now we feed the 7. Shift them over, Eric. 7 more happy calves and a grumpy Eric.
Yeah.
Beep, beep. him out the way, Eric.
Come on, Tucky. Come on. Ow.
Bertie?
Why are you doing that? Look at that, Livy's stuck. She can't wiggle out.
And final 9 are feeding. And what time is it? An hour and a half. Feed all these boys. They're drinking fine. So just have one coffee check later. The one that I marked. Just make sure he feeds in a bit. But his temperature's fine, so he shouldn't. He's not sick or anything, and he looks full. So we'll check on him later. Eric's going to do the washing up. Give everything a rinse once it's fed. And then I have to bring hay later, which I might get Troy to do. Troy is here later. We'll get him to give them hay. So just top the corn chop. So they're on Liffey Mills Calf 18. They're eating it fairly well. I'd like them to be eating a bit more, but not too bad. So we'll go top the troughs up. We'll go to the other shed with the calves on the automatic feeder, and we'll see how they're doing. And I guarantee it will take a lot less time to get them fed. Shed number 2. Well, this is actually shed number 1. So on the feeder, no one's roaring, which is usually a good sign. So we'll see who needs to be fed. Check. And then we'll go through them. So out of 120 calves in the shed, there's only one that needs feeding, and it is 4353, who is more of a pet really. You can see there he left 2.8 litres yesterday. He's been in today and drank 0.6 of a litre, but he's still got 5.4 litres left to drink out of 6, and he has a star, which means he has a right to drink. So we'll go find him. Here he is, my friend. So he is one that was sick. See, he's a bit raggy still. Well, he's doing all right. Doing all right, mister, aren't you? Come on, shh, up you get. Come on. Put him in here. Come on. There he is, away feeding. Him. So we'll just have a walk through the shed and see how everyone's looking. Feeding really well. Some of them are now being weaned, so I have to go through them tomorrow and just make sure everyone being weaned is ready to be weaned. Charlie's doing well. This one's stupid Charlie, because he's a bit stupid. Don't know where big Charlie is, up there somewhere. We have a few to vaccinate in here later, so they're due their 2nd pneumonia vaccine, and then we might get a few more dehorned. I've 55 dehorned in here at the minute, which is probably more than half of them, because I won't be there's obviously Angus and some without horns, and then I won't be dehorning any of the ones that were sick. So just don't want to interfere with them too much. But touch wood, they're looking okay. So that's these guys, fed, checked, hay, meal is fine, they don't need any more meal. In about 15-20 minutes. We only had one guy to feed, my little pet. He's still not 100%, but he drank 1.5 litres there and took his temperature. His temperature's fine, so no need for any medicine or anything. Just keep an eye on him. But no, all good in this calf shed. I'm so much handier. Like, I can see if a calf didn't drink yesterday and hasn't drunk this morning, I can see if he's going to be ill, and it's just so much better. So these are done. Now, just looking, there's a couple to vaccinate, I think. So we'll do them. We'll go get the coffee and then we'll vaccinate. And we might get Bertie come out as well. So just had tea and we're going to start vaccinating now. We have 20 to do. So they're getting their 2nd shot of the Bovie Pass, and they're also getting a shot of multi-min that Troy's going to do. The vet said if you give them the multi-min at the same time you give them the vaccine, there's increased uptake of the vaccine. So that's what we're doing. everyone's getting a shot of it. So we'll write down the number of 20, so we'll get our vaccines and we'll go catch them. We'll put this on time lapse. That's them all done. So another 20 fully vaccinated. Seems to be working quite well. So we're doing them 4 weeks after their first one. So it means that it's sort of batch by batch. So all of that gets recorded on Herd Watch and keeps all the records right. So now that's calves done for now. I'm going to do the diet feeding and feed what's left of the bulls. There's 3 there. Troy is gonna feed all the other small stock, so we'll feed the goats and the chickens, pigs. There's 3 calves over there, 3 of the autumn calves that we want to put out on the lawn. So do that, then have dinner, and then do some dehorning after dinner. And happy calves. Bertie has the camera, so he's gonna take you around while I do the feeding and for the diet feeder. So go see what you see, Bertie. Gave Bertie the camera and I don't know where it's gone. I think he might have gone home. So I'm back filming on the phone. Nellie's here. She stayed. This feeder in should be enough for all of them. Push that feed in then, and then see what time it is. Might go for dinner. Might do a few dehorning for calves, or there's a batch of young bulls to be moved as well. So the feeding's done. Bertie decided to come back to us. Troy's just bedding a few calves up. We're gonna got the gator. Gonna go down to the bridge field, and there's cattle that need moving. So we just have to check the fences and move them on. So we'll go do that. These are the home batch of bulls. They're moved on to the fresh paddock now. So they were out there. Lots of nice lush grass. So we're just checking this fence along the drain. Need a bit of wire. Just getting out the gator. Troy's over there checking the other side. Yeah, happy bulls. So we just had dinner. So back in the calf shed now. We're just going to get a few calves dehorned. So with this little heifer in, I've numbed her already. She's got anaesthetic, so I'm just waiting for the dehorn to heat up and for the anaesthetic to kick in. A nice, quiet, calm shed of calves. So 55 dehorned already in this shed. I'm just trying to get a few more. Might try and get some of the jarrelays done. Just wait for this to kick in, and then we'll start. Guys, he's really soft and fluffy, and he's got little buds just right for dehorning. So we'll let his anaesthetic work, and then we'll take them off. 2 calves dehorned now in that shed. So now we're going to move. We've got 3 of the autumn calves over at the back there in a shed. We're going to run them out onto the lawn with the other autumn calves. And yeah, that's it then. Past the pigs. So hello pigs. So out the avenue and onto the lawn with their friends. Just them out with their friends. Happy out. Happy to be back out of grass. So we're going to drop Troy back home now. And then shop time, edit some of the video, and then feed calves. So it is 6:30, so that means time to feed calves again. Just driving in the avenue, come back, and easily down. So down to the calves on the bucket, start mixing milk, and we do it all over again.
That makes a man defy the life of need and find simple things more worthwhile. Sitting by my window, I watch a river. Life is like a rainbow, changing sight. Oh, take me away, sweet sound of the gentle breeze. Sleep comes so easily under the old gum tree. Living in the country, I feel alive and vitalized. Caught in a slumber, alright. Hey, I feel alright.
So we've the first small pen and the first big pen split into 2 fed. So now we'll have to fill the tub again and feed the last 2 big pens. Bertie's having a whale of a time, aren't you? A whale of a time. Good boy. Good boy.
Living in the country. Living in the country. I'm living in the country. Gonna find an inner peace and make a life that's oh so fine. It's mine only. It's all so fine. Oh, living in the country, I feel alive and vitalized.
Which one's the camera? Where is it? Hello. I think that's the end of Bertie's filming career. He's clearly had enough. Anyway, milk mixed. So you have to move gates around. And we'll try and get the rest of them fed before this camera dies.
It's a place that makes a man define the life.
Feeding away perfectly. Actually, the quickest of them all. So I'll just make sure he gets extra milk now this evening to make sure he's okay.
And find the simple things more worthwhile.
I'm trying to finish this off quickly because the battery died in the last shed and I'm very little battery on this one. So we got those calves fed, all fine, no problems. Everyone drank, the calf from earlier drank, all good. It's now in the other shed. Only have 2 to feed, my little pet again, and then one other that just hasn't drank fully yesterday and left a bit, hasn't drank fully today and left a bit yesterday. So we'll make sure he gets more milk this evening. Apart from that, 2 out of 120 is pretty good going. So we'll throw them in a bit of meal, a bit more hay, and we'll get them sorted. And that'll be them for the night, and top up the feeder with milk. And that'll be them. So in case the battery dies, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. Leave comments down below, anything you want to know, any questions. Hope you enjoyed. Videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. Usually a Philip, not of me and Bertie and Nelly and the calves.